Hello, I am Barbara Spitzer. I'm a leader in Accenture's board and CEO practice. In that capacity, spend a lot of time with senior executives, really talking about how to um, take advantage of the technological revolution while unlocking human ingenuity. And what that means is it's not enough just to have great technology, you also have to have the right skills and capabilities. So today, my 5 things are what I have on my checklist for CEO success. So, number one, CEOs need to be prepared to not only lead their businesses, but to also serve as societal leaders, really using their voice and their platform to advocate for policies on critical issues, whether it be health, safety, education, and the range of geopolitical and social political issues that are really surfacing around the globe. And to do that in a way that benefits multiple stakeholders, employees, customers, shareholders, communities. So it's not enough to just run a retail company. You have to run a retail company, but do it in a responsible way. Number two, must be part of a sort of a larger leadership ecosystem in which the senior team and the board of directors represent diverse points of view. They challenge the status quo. They embrace innovation in the quest to solve big problems. So there's a little bit of consultant speak in there, so let me break it down. Diverse points of view are really critical. All kinds of diversity, racial, ethnic, gender, sexual preference, disability, all of it. All of it brings a different lived experience, and a different lived experience is a different lens through which to view the way things are today. And really having that mix of views at the current state will really help drive innovative thinking. So breaking the box, breaking the mold, thinking differently, because the problems that we have to solve have to be solved in partnership between government, policy matters, and business. Business has the investment dollars and the capability and the ingenuity to solve these huge problems. Number three, CEOs face pressure from multiple angles, whether it be employees wanting more, customer expectations, but let's just take investor activism or boards of directors having activist investors sitting on seats. So CEOs have got to resist short-term thinking. I don't think CEOs want to do short-term thinking, but sometimes this activism forces them into that channel. However, yes, you need to cut costs in line with shareholder expectations, but how are you going to use those savings to invest back in the business and grow, to be competitive, and to be sustainable? Number four, CEOs have got to believe that with disruption comes opportunity for transformation and reinvention. If we didn't learn anything from the pandemic, we certainly learned that was an opportunity for massive transformation. Digital transformation has now been replaced by sustainability because the pandemic and the lockdown really accelerated digital transformation. So, parents had to really adapt to how their children learned. But also, whether you have a desk force or a field force, companies had to rethink their field forces shift and how they thought about shift work. How do they sequester a contingent of capabilities that are necessary for business continuity, whether it's air traffic control, hospitals were hit hard. So how do you rethink how you deploy that capability to make sure that the business runs safely? Desk Force had to really rethink how they collaborate, work on Zoom and Teams remotely, which will forever change the future of work and how we work. My last one is my most important. CEOs have to be radically human, focusing on leading with authenticity, humanity, and heart, just like you heard my cat in the background. I'm not going to redo this video. That's being authentic. But this is my favorite. People know when you're not being authentic as a leader. I think this term C-suite should be abolished. It reminds me of the panel, top floor, spacious. That doesn't really exist anymore. It does in some places, and there's nothing wrong with it. But people want leaders to be on the ground, listening to them, hearing them. Customers want to know that they're in the game. So those are my 5 factors for success. So thank you.